Channel 7 Action News starts right now.
Fans of Ernie Harwell are paying final respects as the Tigers' legendary announcer lies in repose at Comerica Park. The viewing of the beloved broadcaster will continue tonight until the last fan in line gets to say goodbye. They waited in a long line for the chance to look down at Ernie lying in an open casket and offer their heartfelt prayers. Good evening, I'm Robbie Timmons.
And I'm Carolyn Clifford, live right outside Comerica Park, where, as you said, people have been lining up all day long to pay their final respects to Mr. Baseball himself, Ernie Harwell, who spent 42 years with the Detroit Tigers organization. And people have been coming by sharing wonderful memories with us, including this man, Erwin Cohen, who wrote Echoes of Detroit, a 300-year history. He said back in 1974 it was Ernie who gave him his first start as a writer, and he even has a paragraph written by Ernie in this book. And Ernie talks about coming to Detroit back in 1954 and saying, my first impression of Detroit was that it was a very classy town. Well, I think it was Ernie who brought all the class to the city of Detroit, and that's why so many people are out here paying tribute to him right now. And it's pretty amazing to look outside Comerica Park and to see that big giant picture of Ernie right in front of that microphone as we all remember him saying long gone. And whether you knew Ernie or not, people are still coming down, lining up, waiting to get inside there because they had such a bond to this man. And Action News reporter Mary Conway, she's been talking to some of these fans all day long and getting their reaction as well. Mary?
Well, and what's remarkable, Carolyn, is the crowd is so peaceful. They're so respectful. It's been wonderful. I want to show you the line. It's been pretty constant throughout the day. There really has not been a lull. Thousands of people have been here and are coming here. They're actually expecting it'll grow a little bit as we go on through the evening. People coming down for the Red Wings game, taking the time to stop by. Mike Ilitch told us this afternoon that Penny Johnson weeps as she pays her respects to Ernie Harwell. She came down with her daughters, just some of the thousands who are here to say goodbye.
My daughters are both huge Tiger fans. I made them listen to Ernie. It seems real now. It didn't seem real.
This fan brought a plant in a baseball-shaped vase, a thank you for all those nights long ago that Ernie gave him on the radio.
I've listened to Ernie since I was a little kid, and he is not just the voice of Tiger baseball, he was the voice of baseball.
Being here takes you back to hot summer nights in the old neighborhood.
It was a neighbor down the street from us, and he always had long, be outside playing and be loud, and you could hear it all up and down the block.
Mary met him on a Tiger cruise, even at 66. Then he made her feel like a schoolgirl.
Oh, I just melted. I just froze. My whole body stiffened up. And then and then he kept talking to me. And every time he saw me on the ship after that, he would say, "Hi, Mary." I only told him my name one time.
Tiger President Dave Dombrowski spent the day here greeting fans in the receiving line. Owner Mike Ilitch came a number of times throughout the day to say goodbye to his old friend.
We've had a wonderful relationship because when I brought him back, he was so grateful. Almost every time we sit down for dinner or a lot of the phone calls, he keep repeating, "Thanks for bringing me back."
And Mike Ilitch told us today that this was actually Ernie's idea. After he knew that he was ill, he had dinner with Mr. Ilitch, and he asked him if he could have this sort of chance for people to come say goodbye. And Mike Ilitch said, how does anybody say no to Ernie Harwell? And that's really what people are saying here, that they really wanted the chance to say goodbye. Reporting live, I'm Mary Conway, Channel 7 Action News.
Absolutely, Mary. I mean, we've seen a lot of tears, but a lot of laughter and a lot of wonderful memories as well. I know we had Mayor Dave Bing out here earlier. You said Gray Harwell, Ernie's son, was out here and saying how he just wanted to say thank you to all of the Detroit fans for the love they've shown him over his 42 years here in the city of Detroit. And I know his wife Lulu of 41 years couldn't make it out here, of course, but just an outpouring of support for the Harwell family. Even Joni and Tom, a couple who stopped by to talk to me, they know Robbie, in fact, and they said when they were traveling around on their way home to Michigan, they would turn on the radio and they'd keep flipping and flipping and flipping, and all they needed to do was hear Ernie's voice, and they knew they were home. So, of course, as I said, a lot of tears, but a lot of laughter and a lot of fond memories. Now, if you are coming here to Comerica Park to pay your final respects to Ernie, we want you to know the public viewing will run until midnight. Ernie's body is lying in repose right by his statue, which is at the entrance of the park near the big tiger. And we want you to know there's complimentary parking available as well. Lots 1 and 2 right in front of Comerica Park, and lot 3 on East Montcalm will be open to the public. Robbie, I mean, Ernie was so special. As we said, whether you knew him or not, whether you sat down with him in person, you still had such a special bond and a love for this very special man that we're paying tribute to today.
Absolutely. And aren't you enjoying hearing all the stories and all of the special memories that people have?
Absolutely. I mean, they're just wonderful. I mean, from Ernie signing baseballs for birthday presents to even our own photographers who say whether he knew you or not, he'd walk up to you, welcome you to the Tigers organization if you were out there shooting, give you a handshake and a hug and say welcome just like you were one of the old boys.
Yeah, made every single person feel special. Thanks, Carolyn. We'll check back with you. And, of course, Channel 7 viewers are logging on to WXYZ.com and sharing their thoughts on Ernie Harwell. One person writes, we should all learn from his strength, poise, and humble nature. What a true hero of the game. He was and always will be Mr. Detroit, the voice of summer. Another fan says, I can't help but think that if there is a heaven and baseball is played there, that Ernie is calling those games as well. Please log on to WXYZ.com to leave us your comments. And, of course, stay with Action News and WXYZ.com throughout the newscast as we say goodbye to Ernie.